Dixie DAmelio and Noah Beck just locked lips in Dixie's behind the scenes of her remix of her Be Happy music video. Here is everything we know. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Brianna Walmark.
And this is the Hollywire Tea Party. We have the hottest tea for you guys always, but today, I mean, does it get any better than a Noah Beck and Dixie DAmelio makeout sesh on YouTube? I don't know. Okay, so let's get into it. Dixie DAmelio and Noah Beck just locked lips in the behind the scenes video for Dixie's new music video for the remix of Be Happy. This is a huge deal because before this lip lock, Dixie and Noah have denied they are dating despite looking like they are a couple while in public. While we haven't seen Dixie and Noah out and about this week, we did find out another clue that could hint these two are together officially, and that is on the social media app Triller, which now the entire DAmelio family is on, including the most followed person on TikTok, Miss Charli D'Amelio herself. Charli D'Amelio just tweeted, "Follow me on Triller, tee-hee." And this is not a joke, you guys, as the TikTok star is on the new social media app Triller that many think is a TikTok competitor. As we report this, Charli has over 938,000 followers and growing. Also, as we report this, Charli has dropped 3 videos, all of which feature the track Be Happy by her sister, Dixie DAmelio. In fact, all of the DAmelios are on the app with a combined following of 2.4 million on the social media platform. A couple things here. They're all using Be Happy, which feels like a business kind of move, you know? And I mean, Gabi and I kind of detected that this kind of makes Noah and Dixie official because Noah is one of the head leaders of the TikTok boys that are super famous, like a lot of the Sway boys that moved over to Triller. So I feel like he kind of got the DAmelios on this app.
Yes, and we'll get into this more, but Heidi, the DAmelio mother, follows him on Triller, and he's one of the few people she follows besides her own family and a couple of what look like business associates. So yes, they've been very flirty on that app. It's been a beat since we've seen the two of them out in public, but now with this behind the scenes coming out, it really looks like this music video was shot the same night that we saw Dixie and Noah out at Saddle Ranch. And it's also the same night where Hollywood Fix caught them about to lock lips. But at the very end of this behind the scenes, they also are about to lock lips. But I mean, I don't know in what world their lips don't touch after that.
Right? Like, no way. There's like way too much sexual tension going on there to not just kiss, you know? I feel like whether it was that night at Saddle Ranch or it was the music video shoot, they just went from a couple of besties to a couple. Like, I really...
Yes. And Lil Mosey is in the music video too, which explains when he told the Hollywood Fix that they would be seeing Lil Mosey and Dixie together real soon. It didn't really mean in a romantic way. It meant in that he would be featured in Dixie's remix. So, Brianna, what do you think about all this?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, obviously I watched the video, the behind the scenes. I was screaming, literally freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh. And they look so, I mean, obviously, whether they're friends or not, like they look so comfortable with one another. And I'm so jealous. Like, I know Jana, you love him too. And I was just dying.
Like, I mean, yeah, like her, like, let's just, even like the producers, like, and the directors, like helping them like get situated in the video and them just being like so cute, like looking at each other, like,
yes,
this is so fun. Like they definitely are best friends, it seems, but like, I feel like them being in a romantic situation like that in front of so many people, like, did they not seem super comfortable?
Yeah, it's like, maybe, I don't know, like they've done it before kind of thing. Like, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, whether or not that's the case, I definitely think that they, seemed really comfortable with one another, and just seeing how their eyes look at each other, even when there's silence, even when they're not talking, I'm like, okay, like there's something, I don't know, but I loved it. I was dying.
Their body language very much feels like a couple. It's something that we definitely picked up on with the paparazzi shots of the two of them, but in this music video too, I mean, it's interesting because in the music video, they're laying on a beach and the other paparazzi pic of them hanging out on the beach with Dixie riding piggyback on him. It's like, well, is this really like what they really do at the beach? Is they just like cuddle and like almost kiss? But there's the other side of it where it's like they could be an actual couple, and maybe this tease, and then eventually when we see the music video, is them coming out and making it official as a couple. Or it also could be that the relationship is there just to promote this music video because, hey, we're talking about it, we're watching it, we can't wait to see the remix. So do you guys think it's genuine relationship, or do you think it's for, I don't want to say clout, but for like views on Dixie's remix?
Yeah, I mean, look, if this is a PR thing, holy crap, how smart. Like the way they've kind of navigated this PR relationship from the beginning is absolutely genius, because now they have this remix music video, not only featuring Black Bear and Lil Mosey, two of the most talked about rappers at this moment, but just throw Noah Beck in, who seems to be maybe dating Dixie, maybe they're a couple of besties, like maybe every paparazzi video is Noah and Dixie, what's up with Noah and Dixie? So I mean, this is genius. But I really feel like there's no way that these two people can be this attractive and not be together. Like Dixie's beautiful. Noah's like, don't even get me started. Like there's no way these two are just friends. So business deal or not, I just feel like it's such a win-win all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the comments coming in right now, everyone's saying that they ship this relationship and all of this stuff. And we definitely agree. We do ship it. But at the same time, obviously we're letting you know what we know. We're keeping you up to date with what is coming out. But obviously Dixie and Noah would have to say that they're officially dating before they are official, but they are for sure music video official at this point.
This is true.
So as we report this going back on Triller, where all of the DAmelio family is currently on the app, Dixie has 599,000 followers and growing. Heidi has 418,000 followers and growing. And even Papa DAmelio Mark is on there with 533,000 followers and growing. And there is even a family DAmelio page with 504,000 followers at the time. So altogether, Charlie, Dixie, and Heidi's Trillers are all set to Dixie's song Be Happy, which is making us think that the Triller thing and also this music video are all connected in promoting this music video. But funny enough, Mark DAmelio, or Papa DAmelio, he's vibing out to oldies on his Trillers like Don McLean's American Pie and I Got It Made by Special Ed. The DAmelios are not the first, and they won't be the last TikTokers to join Triller. Sway Boy's Josh Richards, who's the Chief Strategy Officer of Triller, is on there, as well as Bryce Hall, Griffin Johnson, and of course, Noah Beck, who are all super active on the app. I would say the DAmelios are more active on Tinder, sorry, oh my God, are more active on TikTok. That was like the biggest brain part right there. I don't think they're on Tinder, and they're not really on Tinder. They are the most active on TikTok, and I feel like Triller, there's so many T's here. Triller is the app that they are using to probably support the Sway Boys, who they're friends with, and the content they're putting on there on the DAmelio's end is really doesn't seem to be like the full content we're getting from them on TikTok. But the biggest thing here is that Noah's Triller page, Noah is very active on Triller. You can see there's some videos of him and Dixie where they are looking super cute and coupley doing Trillers together. And this is the content that we don't really see on Dixie or Noah's TikTok page. So I do think it's something to pay attention to. But I will say the one thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can't see any dates on Triller of when these videos were released, where TikTok, you can see how recent a video is. But, we do know that they haven't been on the app for that long. So I'm guessing these are recent videos.
Yeah, I think, what's the definition of recent? Like these two have been seeing each other for the last couple of months. So it's like, I feel like 2 months ago was fairly recent. A month ago was fairly, I know maybe that sounds weird to some of you guys watching, but I just feel like, when you're in a new relationship, every month is kind of a milestone. So 2 months ago, maybe they started making these videos and that's when they got comfortable, or like a month ago or whatever. So I'm not sure about the timeline, but either way, we know about 3 months ago is when we first started seeing Dixie. Well, was it 2 or 3 months ago when her and Griffin broke up?
Her and Griffin broke up about 2 months ago. That was when the videos surfaced of the screenshots that he was messaging other girls. And apparently there was 40 something screenshots of proof. And then it was, I want to say there was at least a week or so when we started to see a lot of Dixie and Noah hanging out after the breakup. But people weren't kind of judging Dixie for it because Griffin had broken her heart. And Griffin and Noah have been spotted working out with the Sway Boys, but they weren't the last time Noah and Griffin were seen hanging out was mid-July, which was before Dixie and Noah were hanging out. So.
Yeah, I feel like these two started as friends, and then everyone started shipping them because they saw them together. And then Noah had expressed how bad he wanted a girlfriend. And I even heard like in a paparazzi video, a paparazzi man was like, fans like are thinking that you and Dixie would be really cute. And then I like watched it happen in his brain. He was like, oh, like maybe that could be a thing. You know what I mean? So you guys have to go find that video. It's like from months ago, but that's like, you can like see it on his face. And then I think from ever since like that moment or around that time, like these two have just taken things to the next level. And I feel like this music video again is like kind of their coming out party. Like what if it is PR, but a lot of people say Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello are PR, but they stuck it out for a few months. You know what I mean? So,
well, here's another interesting thing. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when Noah first started emerging onto the scenes, he was making a lot of videos with James Charles, and people started to ship the two of them. And then he was seen with Dixie. So there's the other side of it too, where it's like, or is he hanging out with Dixie all this time because he didn't want to be like associated with James as more than friends? Like, could that be a possibility?
I think that could be, yeah, I think that could be a possibility, but I don't think it's the full like reason why, you know, because, you know, Noah was very adamant about nothing, like he's obviously, you know, into women, into females. So I don't think that would be the case there. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine being in his shoes when someone's trying to press upon him, like, you're like, this is, you know, you're into this guy or you have like a thing with whoever. So that is a stressful situation, but I do think obviously they enjoy each other's company, talking about Dixie and Noah. So, you know, I'm happy for them, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, like a PR thing or if they're something else, like either way, they're killing it and I'm all for it. Yeah.
Me too. And I have to say, I bet Griffin Johnson's rolling over today.
Oh my God.
Guys.
I'm dying. I can't.
What goes around comes around. You know what I mean? Like I like I said, like I love Griffin. His content's great, but it's like you cheated on your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Now she's living her best life in this bomb music video with this really hot guy. Like I love this for her.
Yeah.
The comments are going bro code. I guess when we're talking about Griffin and Noah, but it seems like, I mean, and when we were talking to Fletcher, he said this, that when Noah and Dixie were spotted out, Griffin kind of almost went into hiding for a little bit. Like he wasn't out and about. And then he emerged after like 2 weeks of being quiet. And you could see him getting like, even though the words that were coming out of his mouth was that he supports Dixie, he supports Noah, you could see him getting like emotionally upset over the situation. Yeah. And then a couple of days later, Griffin was then a lot more cooler about the whole thing. He's like, yeah, I support Noah. I want, you know, what's best for Dixie. And then a couple of days later, he was spotted working out with Noah. But I do think that the bro code was broken immediately. And it does sound like things are in a good place for them now. But, you know, Jana, as you just said, like, I can't imagine that this video is probably triggering. And when Griffin sees them going in, I mean, no one wants to see their ex kiss someone else. I mean, you don't even want to see like engagement photos of your ex, right? Even if you are over it, like, and you definitely don't want to see your ex kissing someone who you're like friends or adjacent friends with.
Totally. Yeah. Were you going to say something, Brianna? Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, I mean, I was just going to say in regards to the bro code, yeah, there's bro code, but Griffin did, you know, do some shady things. So I don't know. I'm just like, it's kind of like you said, what goes around comes around kind of thing. And Noah, I don't know him personally, but he seemed like such a nice guy. And Dixie needs someone that treats her well and won't do shady things. So if that's the case, if that's Noah, if Noah's that type of guy that won't do that, then go for it. Even if they're, even if they were friends, I just think,
well, no, but Brianna, you're right.
Know.
You're right, because Dixie did just say that when she was asked what she looks for in a guy, she said she wants someone who's loyal. And I mean, you can't argue. Noah's been nothing but loyal to Dixie for sure.
Yeah, I feel like he like learned that lesson. Like, really sucks for Griffin. Like, Griffin just messed up in general, but now it's like this is like worst possible scenario for him. Like, let's be honest. Like, Noah Beck's the most talked about hottest guy on the internet, so that sucks. 2, it's like, wow, no one's going to cheat on Dixie DAmelio now. Like, look what it did to you. Like, and I feel bad for him, but I don't, because I'm, like team loyalty, like all that stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just whatever. But I do think I agree with both of you. I feel like Noah is a really sweet, he seems very sweet and genuine. And I love that he's wanted a girlfriend, like ever since he got in the spotlight. He was like, man, I'm just like looking for a girlfriend. He said that so many times. So I really hope that this is real and that he found it, because I think they're super cute.
Agreed.
So, love it.
Okay, moving on. So also some other evidence that Nixie, did I just come up with a ship name?
Nixie?
Is it Nixie?
People are saying it. No, in the comments they're calling it Nixie, and then they're also calling it Doa, but I think Nixie is better.
I
than
love
Doa.
Nixie. Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing. It was a misread on the script, and it just happened. So Nixie it is. Okay, so more evidence that Nixie are more than just a couple of besties, and Noah is becoming part of the DAmelio family. Dixie's parents, Mark and Heidi, both follow Noah on the platform. This seems like a bigger deal for Heidi, who only follows 6 people on the platform. Her 2 daughters, her husband, a CEO, a photographer, and Noah Beck. I don't know. So, I gotta flip it over. I'm sorry. So it's also important to note that even though the DAmelios are all on Triller, we don't think that this means the family is leaving TikTok anytime soon, as they are also posting heavily on TikTok and actually posting more content on TikTok, where they all have a much bigger following than on Triller. I've said it once, I'll say it again. TikTok is not going anywhere. This is the platform that made all of these kids' careers what it is today. And while, yeah, they can have Triller on the side for fun, TikTok is king. And I just, I'm not worried about TikTok at all or any competition they have, because I really just don't think there really is any competition at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. And I do think that any TikToker who is on Triller, I feel like they're doing it out of support of Josh. That's kind of what it feels like. Like he's calling in favors for them and asking them to put content, because you can even see the content that the DAmelios are putting on there. It doesn't have the same like energy and like time that they put into their TikToks. It's more like they're on there because they're supporting the platform. But of course, and we'll get into this a little bit more, there is the real possibility that TikTok might not be what it is currently. And that's why other platforms like Triller and also Instagram Reels are popping up as like a backup. But I do think that the whole TikTok community is going to stay loyal to TikTok until they reach a point where the app, if the app goes the way of Vine, which fingers crossed it will.
Right. Yeah, I feel like that's the only way it would go away, if you got taken away, like literally. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the world we're living in, where there's always going to be competition for digital platforms and all these apps and stuff. But that being said, I wonder, like, how, Gabi, you said like there was more videos of Dixie and Noah being flirty on Triller. Like, I just wonder if that's purposeful, because then like more people, like, I want to go watch that content now. You know what I mean?
I think so, because it was interesting too when I was looking at articles that were reporting on, like, the biggest headline from this was Charlie is on Triller now. And of course they're trying to spin it as, oh, she's the TikTok queen, the most followed person on TikTok, has quit the app and now she's on Triller. And I dug a little deeper and downloaded the app and looked at the videos, and that's when I saw this. So, I mean, I feel like now, yes, people are going to be looking at this, but I do feel that anyone who is like affiliated with the Sway Boys are going to be more active on Triller than they are on TikTok. But I do think that the TikTok OGs, former Hype House members, etc., they are going to be, more active on TikTok as they were, but, using Triller as a way to kind of check in and possibly connect with a different audience.
Definitely, very true. Could like expand their audiences a lot. Yeah. Brianna, do you have a Triller? I feel like you would have a Triller.
You think I would? No, I don't actually. But I was going to say, I think it is smart because, they're all basically social media influencers. So it would make sense that that they would, kind of go on different platforms. And so, like you said, reach different people, make different videos. And I personally don't know much about Triller. But I do know, like, it's, starting to become a little bit more of a thing because, their TikTokers are kind of hopping back and forth. But yeah, I think it's a great way to kind of spread and publicize yourself.
Totally. Well, speaking of spreading and publicizing yourself, I mean, definitely want to talk a little bit more about all of this stuff that's happening right now with Noah and Dixie. I mean, it's been a beat since we've seen them out and about, but I do wonder, do you guys think that this music video and them kissing or about to kiss or whatever, we'll see the full remix? Do you think it is them being official, or do you think it's just, it's just acting? What do you think? What do you think with this?
I think this is them being official. Like, I can like feel it in my gut. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is their official. I mean, how can you have the person that you're rumored to be dating in a music video where you're like lovers and you kiss him, but you're like, we're just still besties. It was just for the video. Like, I would be like mad at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we see it. We saw it with Annie LeBlanc and Asher Angel when they were dating. Annie was always the girl in Asher's music videos, and then Asher basically became official with Regan when Regan was in his music video.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I do feel like this is a thing where it's like people are official in music videos and it's more than just friends. So I mean, yeah, that definitely was a point, and I do feel like it was them coming out as a couple.
Yeah,
Me too.
and the video that just came out was a behind the scenes video. So it's nothing that was like, okay, and action kind of, okay, pretend like you guys are in love or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just, at least for me, you can just tell. I don't know. I'm still like, I can't get over it, guys. Like, I am obsessed. Ugh, I just, you can't deny what you see in this video. But I'm so excited to see the final product.
Well, it also reminds me of Ariana Grande in Justin Bieber's The Collab, Stuck With You, when she came out with her boyfriend who they were rumored to be together.
Yes.
Like, this kind of feels like a similar
Right.
on Dixie and Noah's end, for sure.
I also feel like music videos they're like a big deal to artists. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, especially like Dixie, this was a big production. There was a lot of people involved. She had like Bella Hadid's stylist style her for this music video. She had Black Granite, it's like, you don't just put anyone in your music video, I think it's a very special thing. So I just feel like that says a lot with her choosing Noah. I mean, she could have chosen anyone. She could have asked Zac Efron to come be in this, and he probably would have. I mean, obviously the age gap, but do you get what I'm saying?
And he's in Australia and he has a girlfriend.
It's true.
No, but you know what I just realized though? That the COVID restrictions with shooting right now are super, super tight. Like, you have to wear masks, like all this stuff, like it's really, really tight. And so this is going to change how we see people kissing on camera, which makes me think the reason why they picked Noah to play the love interest is not only telling that they are something, but also that Noah and Dixie have kissed before. So kissing again on camera is not putting them in risk of COVID.
Yeah. I mean,
Good point.
Yeah, like that is such a good point. That just screams like they're together. They've been kissing. Also, like, let's be real, even if they haven't kissed before, by the small chance, I believe, they're always together. They're like sitting next to each other in a car, like they
share drinks.
Like, one of them has it, the other one's gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So not to like bring that up, but it's just true. So that's a very good point, Gabi. I totally agree.
Totally.
Wow.
Well, guys,
spilling the tea over here.
And just seeing people want, so literally, Nixie for life. Everyone's all about Nixie. I see you also want to talk about Amelia and Blake. That's for another day. And yeah, everyone is shipping Nixie, and we agree with them. We ship them. We hope we see more. We can't wait to see this full music video and to see, what really this full scene is. Will they actually lock lips? We're thinking they would. I think it would be very hard to come away from that shot and not lock lips. So, yeah. So, I
also feel like, really quick before we go, I also want to say that I feel like, I don't know if you guys, you have to remember this. It was a couple weeks ago, but Noah and Griffin, Gabi and I have reported on this. Noah and Griffin were hanging out with all the boys. There's no way that Noah wasn't like, hey, I just feel like him and Griffin had a big chat about this. Cause I feel as though, yes, bro code is broken in a way, even though Griffin cheated. And I just like, he had to sit Griffin down and be like, look, man, we're about to shoot Dixie's music video for Be Happy.
the timeline though, he had already shot the music video with the timeline.
Okay, so either way, I feel like there was a giant conversation between the two that had to have happened, because then they were like on social media tweeting at each other, being fine. You know what I mean? Like, out of respect for each other, like they're going to be around each other. They're in the Sway Boys group. I just feel like there had to be, like, I feel like now that this music video is out, this is kind of also like a peacemaker. It's like, we're going to be official and everyone's happy and friends and all is well, like when it does come out, Right. And I feel like we don't know this, but I'm sure there was a big conversation between Griffin and Noah. Hence the reason they were hanging out a couple of weeks ago after this happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Dixie DAmelio's behind the scenes videos where she is about to kiss Noah Beck. But you can catch the whole video after this. It will live here on Hollywire's YouTube and other places too.
Can we also just please discuss that there were rumors Dixie DAmelio was possibly dating Lil Mosey? Because like in a paparazzi video, Lil Mosey was like, or someone was like, we ship you and Dixie. And he was like, yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of us. And they're like, are you guys just friends? He's like, we won't be for long. Like he was like really talking that up. And I feel like Noah was like at the bar with them, like being like, bro, what the heck? But honestly, like that cracks me up because now obviously he was featured in the remix and we knew that, old news. But it's just kind of funny because I think this is like what he meant. I feel like Gabi, you might have said this earlier, but it's just kind of hilarious, you know?
Well, yeah. So that night that also Dixie and Little Mosey were seen together, and he like gave her a rose, and they made a TikTok together at Saddle Ranch. So basically, the after party for this music video was at Saddle Ranch, and so this music video was shot a couple of weeks ago, and that was the same night that also Noah and Dixie were being really cute together, and it looked like Dixie almost went in for a kiss for Noah with Noah, which we think she didn't realize the paparazzi was watching her and that she would have gone in, and then she kind of realized it. And then the paparazzi caught up with Little Mosey after, and Little Mosey did say what you just said, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. And I believe it was Fletcher with the Hollywood Fix who asked, he's like, well, what do you think about like Dixie and Noah? Like, should Noah be worried or something like that? And Lil Mosey was like, yeah, you know, she has to choose up because I'm the realest out there.
And little did we all know that he was going to be like the romantic interest in this music video that he was just on set for all day. Like Lil Mosey out here just trying to stir up the drama.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly knew, and I'm sure anyone who was on set and other stuff that the behind the scenes didn't capture, I'm sure that when the cameras weren't rolling, that Noah and Dixie were like very hands-on, like we've seen them before, and like very flirty. And of course, yeah, Lil Mosey definitely knew that like Dixie and Noah are a thing, but he was definitely like, you know, hyping this video up, and it worked. And now, yeah, you're right, we will see a lot of Dixie and a Little Mosey, but I think in the musical sense, not in the biblical sense, you know?
Definitely musical sense. I feel like they both will work together in helping each other get collabs and like collaborating on writing music, you know, even Black Bear, like what I bet Lil Mosey kind of introduced Dixie and Black Bear because he's in the rap world. And like how cool also for Black Bear. I feel like he is such a talented songwriter and artist. It's such a side note, but like to be going into that space with the influencers and TikTok stars and someone as talented as Dixie, like I just feel like this was just all so smart and amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited. Okay. Sorry. I keep thinking of things. I have one more thing to say about relationships and a couple of besties, because that's just forever ingrained in my mind. I have a really good guy friend. I don't know if you guys have watched, but you should watch Hollywire's The Comment Section. He hosts it. His name is Ian. He's hilarious. He is my best friend in the entire world. We are actually a couple of besties, and no one has ever been like, are they dating? Like, are you guys like my friends? You know, they're not like, are they dating? So this is just more proof in my head where I'm like, me and Ian would never like touch each other or grab each other like that in public at Saddle Ranch or anywhere. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I'm just really not buying the whole best friends thing. Like I've said it once, I'll say it again. Nixie is a thing. They are dating. And I don't know. I don't believe it's just a PR stunt. I wanted to say this earlier. It just popped in my head. Bear with me. I'm ADD. But yeah, that's how I feel about friends being more than friends.
Well, yeah, and it usually is that way. Even though, I mean, it's so funny because Charlie literally just told the Hollywood Fix that Dixie and Noah are just friends. And when they were grilling her about it, she was like, I would never lie to you. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, is Charlie lying? Like, yes. But I do feel like that. I feel like, yes, we're not saying that guys and girls can't be friends. I think in the situation with Addison Rae and Troy Zabra, like those are their friends. I really do believe they're friends. And I believe Charlie when she says they're friends. I believe Addison when she says they're friends. They are totally friends. But in the situation like what Dixie and Noah, they could say they're friends, but like the way they're acting is not how friends act. So I think that's why everyone is giving them the third degree. And now with this music video out, I just don't know how they're going to keep going around telling people they're a couple of besties. Because you're right. You don't make out with your bestie in a music video.
Or grab them the way that you did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, we're not buying it anymore, you guys. Just come on out with it. So yeah. And now I feel like after this, once this music video is released, I do feel like they will stay quiet. I don't think we're going to see a lot of them out and about. I don't think we're going to get a lot of paparazzi shots of them. I feel like once this music video releases and we see the grand kiss, then they will, you know, go to dinner together, maybe celebrate the music video being out. And let me just tell you guys how excited I am for those paparazzi videos. I don't know if anyone else is addicted to them. I'm watching our Hollywire paparazzi videos all the time. Like I wake up and I'm like, oh my God,
Refresh, refresh. What did we miss last night?
Exactly. It's amazing. So yeah. Also, like Charlie D'Amelio kind of started this because a couple months ago when her and Griffin broke up, she did a vlog and she put it on her YouTube channel. And the first thing she asked her sister was, what do you and Noah do when you guys hang out together?
Well, yeah.
Like, okay.
And there is the whole thing that are people just trolling Dixie and Noah for being a couple, you know? But it does really feel, especially with this video, that it's more than just a couple of besties.
Absolutely. That's our hot take, you guys.
Yeah. Brianna, you agree, right?
Oh my God. I'm just sitting here. Yeah. I'm just fangirling in my head right now because I just cannot wait. Like, you have no idea. I was literally screaming throughout my house earlier today. I was just so excited. I'm also a little jealous. Like, let's be real. Okay. Noah Beck is like gorgeous. But yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. And, you know, whatever they are, I mean, I hope that it's the Nixie thing, but I'm happy for them either way. And they're killing it. I said this.
Do you think Griffin, Brianna, this is interesting for you. Do you think Griffin is breaking, or I'm sorry, do you think Noah is breaking bro code, even though Griffin cheated on Dixie? What is your opinion on that? Me and Gabi have a very similar opinion. So what is yours?
Well, when it comes to cheating, I just lose it because that's just messed up. And the way that he did it was just, you know, not good. I don't know. I feel like he didn't really break the bro code because he disrespected his girlfriend at the time. And I mean, if I was in, you know, I would want my significant other, let's say I did a wrongdoing, I would never, but let's just say I would, you know, be unloyal to them. And someone came along that was maybe my friend and I know that they would treat them with respect and they would be honest. Like, I'd be okay with that because I saw the turmoil that I had done. And if Noah Beck can give her what she, you know, deserves, then I think that's fine. And I don't think that's necessarily breaking the bro code because I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody that treated someone that they were in a relationship unloyal, you know?
I totally agree. I feel like if I was, I mean, it sucks for Griffin, but this is where he kind of has to like sack up and own his mistake and be like, I can't really be mad because I took that relationship for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
The comments are coming in. You guys are agreeing. You also felt like Brianna when you saw Dixie and Noah about to kiss. You also screamed. Woo! So apologies to anyone else who's in the home or around us as we are watching this video and screaming. Hopefully their eardrums are okay. Also, a lot of you are shipping Nixie, which we are shipping as well. We have a couple of people, Moxie, which is Lil Mosey and Dixie, but I think it's pretty clear that they are collaborators and nothing more than that, which we are on board for as well. But we're so excited for the possibility of this relationship and hoping it develops into, hopefully we'll get an official statement. But the other thing about official that we've seen with the TikTok community, and even when Dixie and Griffin were dating, it took a while, like while all the signs were there that they were clearly a couple, they never announced they were a couple. And then when they finally announced they were a couple after what felt like, you know, a couple of months, close to a year of dating, they ended up breaking up. And the same thing with Little Huddy and Charlie, you know, they were obviously exclusive, but he didn't pop the question, AKA ask Charlie to be his girlfriend. So we could have a similar thing going on here with Dixie and Noah, where maybe they never officially become boyfriend and girlfriend. And, you know, if they end up breaking up, we'll hear a similar statement that we've heard from Addison after Addison and Bryce and Bradison ended, where it was like, yeah, we were off and on, or we dated and we broke up and breakups suck. And you're like, you broke up, you were never officially dating. So that could happen with Nixie too, just to be aware of that.
I feel like these TikTok couples use the word together a lot, which apparently doesn't mean like dating. Like Lil Huddy and Charlie, he was like, look, we're exclusive, we're together, but we're not like girlfriend and boyfriend. And I'm like, what is that?
What's the difference?
Like, what is the difference? Like, you know, so I don't know. I have to say, I feel like Noah is mature and extremely classy. I get these vibes from him where I feel like he's going to be like, no, she's my girlfriend. And like, this is that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could just see him manning in that way. I also know Noah has a sister that he's very close with. And I will say, I think guys with sisters, like there's just a difference in the way that they treat the women that come in and out of their lives. Like I've experienced it. I feel like we will see it, you know, with our favorite celebrities and favorite influencers. So yeah, that's my hot take.
And especially when he's on social media saying he wants a girlfriend, like he's, you know, literally saying that word, like that's what he wants. He wants a relationship. I definitely see him being that type of person to not say that together or exclusive, but yes, we are boyfriend and girlfriend. But yeah, I also, on the other side, I agree though with, you know, people in that light to not want to share those, you know, super private times. But yeah, I want to know the tea. I want to, you know, support the relationship because I'm all for it. And I know a lot of you guys are as well. But yeah, I definitely can see Noah being a great boyfriend. So I'm just hoping for the best. Yeah.
It's true.
Well,
it is a lot of pressure though. So I get it.
Yeah. And I do feel like sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I just feel only time will tell about their relationship. I feel like either they will come out as a couple or, you know, we might just not see them together and then all of a sudden they'll admit that they broke up and we're like, okay, so you were not just friends. So I think a lot of
call each other exes.
Right. But then there's the other thing too, is that they could maybe have an open relationship and they don't want to admit that. So that's why they're not saying they're together so they could still date other people. That's another possibility too.
This is true. I mean, there's just so many, we talk about this all the time, you know, on our new show, Gabi, there's so many options for these influencers and they're so young. So it's like, you know, for example, Addison Rae was like, she just said yesterday, she's like, you know, I'm focused on myself and my friends. And I think she's gotten to that point where she realized like, Bryce is cool and fun, but like I am young and I have so much ahead of me and so many options. And yeah, I mean, as far as Dixie, I'm happy for her and Noah in the way that I'm happy she rebounded after being so hurt and cheated on. Do you know what I mean? Like, because being cheated on sucks. You just feel like you're not worthy. Like, why wasn't I picked to be like your number one? Why did there have to be other people, you know? So I'm happy in a way for her that hopefully Noah is making her feel like she is worthy and she can be number one and she should be, you know, she's such a queen.
Although she did say she's not interested in dating any TikTok boys anymore. She did say that a couple of weeks ago. I think
this is true.
Was a joke. But you know, yeah, we agree that if Dixie wants to be with Noah, they're a perfect pair for each other, and we wish them nothing but the best. But you know, again, we'll just have to wait to see what's going to happen with the two of them.
Yeah. Okay, fine. If she's not going to date Noah, she can date Lil Mosey. It's fine. I guess we'll be okay with it.
I mean, both Addison and Charlie said that they are only focusing on themselves right now. They're not dating. But Dixie, I think, is like in a similar boat. But I mean, with Noah and all the time they're hanging out together, and now with this music video, I don't know. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, and you get attached to people when you hang out and you're like, you know, you're like with them all the time and being cute. Like it's like an attachment thing in your brain. So I just, you know, like I feel like if I was her, I'd be like, I love him. Like, I don't know how she's also being so casual. I'm like, do you realize that like you're about to date like the most talked about guy on the internet, Noah Beck? You know what I mean? Like if I was her, I'd be like, we are locking it up. Because what? Like how is she's like, yeah, we're friends, like we're chilling. Like I'd be like, we are not chilling. We are dating. He's so cute. I just, you know, that's a little concerning for me. But honestly, Gabi and I also talk about this. Dixie is such a cool girl. She says the coolest things to paparazzi. She always has like really good comebacks. She just seems like she's super confident in herself, and to be so young and confident like that, truly, truly something to be influenced by.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys agree. A lot of Nixies in the comment section, a lot of Nixie for life, ship. And we feel the same way. So we'll definitely keep you posted in this relationship and seeing what happens next.
Yes. This is the Hollywire Tea Party, you guys. We are here live Monday through Wednesday, usually live every day. So make sure you tune in no matter what here on the Hollywire Tea Party. And we have Hollywire News, the comment section, Obsessions. We have all these amazing shows. So be sure to keep it right here on Hollywire, always for the latest tea. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Brianna Walmart.
And you guys next time. This is Hollywire. Keep watching and let us know what you guys think about Nixie.